Om Shanti. Today we will see about death. The last episode we saw about birth. This episode we will see about death. Okay. When you talk about death, there are two things. One is a natural death, one is an artificial death. Now we'll start with natural death. Okay. Somebody is sleeping. Okay. During the sleep, he died. This is an example. Let us start from there. I already told you this Atma is an energy. It can be neither created nor destroyed. That means it doesn't have death. Atma by itself doesn't have any death. It only takes different body and another body, and it acts and goes on. So Atma doesn't have any death. To understand that, we must understand we have got three things in our body. That means this body itself is created by Pancha Bhootas. Fire, the elements of Pancha Bhootas. Then we have our Atma here. That is the second thing. The third one is we have a Sootchama body, a glass kind of body which is transparent, which could not be seen by naked eye. So the Atma and this Sootchama body nobody can see. Only this Pancha Bhoodha body that is being created by the Pancha Bhoodha can be seen by others. Okay. In death, what happens is the Atma comes out of this body and goes outside along with the Sootchama body. This is what we call it as death. So, as I told you, there is no death for this Atma. It is staying away. Now, this is the first time the body is lying in one place. The Atma along with the Sootchama body is outside. Once the family finds that this gentleman is dead, they start crying. Okay. So suddenly all the relatives come and they start crying because their loved dear one has left the body, left the life, right? But what happens to this soul, the Atma, which is residing very next by, it thinks, what happens? Why these people are crying? I am here. Why my father is crying? Why is my mother crying? Why my brothers and sisters are crying? This Atma in the Sootchama body goes to the father and explains, Father, I am here. Daddy, I am here. Why are you crying? See, the parents cannot see him because this is an Atma in a Sootchama body which is not visible to a naked eye. Just because father is not listening, it will go to the mother, it will go to this brother, it will go to the sister, and they start explaining everybody, but nobody would listen it. Only after quite a while, this Atma will understand, Arey, my body is here, I am here. Something like a double role. What's happening? So it will understand, oh, this is what we call it as death. Okay, how do I convince my parents? The only way to convince our parents is to get up from the body, right? So this Atma will try to get in the body. Okay, so that it thinks we will get up from the body so that I can convince them that I am not dead. The Atma will try to get into the body many a times and it will fail. See, once the Atma gets out of this body, that is called death, there is no way it can get back into the body, which is not at all possible in this drama. Okay, so this is an interesting scenario we want to understand. So it decides there's no point in convincing everybody because nobody is going to listen. By now, what will happen is there are people who died a week back, a couple of days back. They all will be in either Atma in the Sootchama model, that's my Sootchama body. They will come to this soul and say, see, your part with this family is over. Okay, now you are a different soul. I mean, you are a soul, you are no way connected to that family. Please try to understand. As I told you in birth, this body takes birth in 13th day. What happens immediately after the death? The Atma comes along with the Sootchama body. Now it can witness who and all is crying for him, who really loved him. All these things it can witness. In some family they bury, in some family they burn it. All these scenes this Atma is watching. Okay. And it will also understand people's feelings. Like some people will feel like that, Appa, he's dead. Thank God, he's dead. So that means what? When he was alive, he was acting in such a way that he is very close to this Atma. But when he's dead, the real picture of this person, Atma, comes out. All these interesting features of the drama, this Atma understands. Okay, this is how death happens in a natural cause, and in the 13th day, as I said, in birth, it takes birth. If at all, if you have not seen this birth video, please go and watch it and then come and see this death. So you will have the continuity. Now we will go to the next subject called artificial death. Again, in artificial death, there are two types. One is a suicide. That means the person himself commits death. That way he is separating his body from his Atma from the body. The second one is called accident. That means what? He is walking in the road, a lorry hits, a bus hits, a vehicle hits, he dies. That's the second type of death. So in both the cases, both in case of a suicide or an accident, death is the same thing. Atma comes out of the body. Okay. The only difference between natural death and artificial death is, in natural death, the Atma gets a body in 13th day. In an artificial death, it gets after 3 months or 4 months. Why? It is because it is something like a punishment that is given to the Atma. Okay. That means the Atma, in case of a suicide, the person himself decides to die. Okay. So we can take it in such a way that God has given him a punishment, thereby he gets a body after 3 to 4 months. We can understand that. But in case of an accident, till he dies, he doesn't know he will die the next moment. Let us imagine a person is walking down the street, suddenly a bus or lorry hits him and he dies. Till he is being hit, he doesn't know that he is going to die. Why he is given a birth after 3 to 4 months? What sin he has done in such a way that he has to wait for 3 to 4 months for getting another body, getting into a mother's womb? This can be only explained only if you know law of karma. See, not everybody dies due to accident. Correct? That means what? According to law of karma, this gentleman is hit by a lorry and he dies. That means somebody drives that lorry and he dies. In few births before, the person who was driving that lorry died because of this gentleman who walked in the street. Okay, so karma takes plays its part after the few births. Got it? This is how you can explain. This is how you have a continuity in this drama also. Okay, so in case of an artificial death, it will take 3 to 4 months. So the Atma cannot go back to Shantidam, as I said in the birth video itself. It has to roam here and there only, within the premises of the world only. It cannot go back to Shantidam. After 3 months or 4 months, even in our Raja Yoga, people have different views also. I say 3 to 4 months. There are people who say it can go for 5 to 6 months also, much more later also. That means it will suffer in such a way, without body, it will suffer and it will be with the Sootchama body and it will be roaming around. After that only it will get into a mother's world. So that is matter of months, there are few differences will be there. All I understood this from Raja Yoga series, which has been taught by Brahma Kumar, is a 7 days course. Okay. Again, I wanted to tell you about the 13th day CD, which is been published by Brahma Kumaris. If you see that, you know how a birth cycle is happening and a death cycle is happening, and it is almost available in all languages: English, Hindi, Malayalam, Telugu, everything. Okay. So kindly see these videos to understand better. Okay. I hope you like my video. If you like it, subscribe it, like, comment, and then share with your friends also. Thank you.